time to start. So, good morning, everyone, and welcome to this webinar organized by the Spanish technological platform from Disruptive Technologies, also called PTA Disruptive, in collaboration with Technopark Morocco. PTA Disruptive is managed by the Association of Science and Technology Parks of Spain, with the support of the Spanish Ministry of Science, Innovation and Universities through the State Research Agency. So it's a pleasure to welcome you to this international session dedicated to exploring this innovative use case of disruptive technologies developed by startups from the Moroccan innovation ecosystem. So during this next hour, we will discover how emerging technologies such as AI, cybersecurity, or blockchain are being applied to address real-world challenges and create new opportunities for digital transformation and economic growth. To open today's webinar, we are pleased to welcome to Omarma Farik from Technopark Morocco. She will say a few words of welcome after her remarks. I will introduce today's various speakers from myself. Just to get to know Omarma, she's head of international cooperation at Technopark Morocco, and she's responsible for the strengthening international partnerships and promoting opportunities for collaboration and growth within Morocco's startups ecosystem. So, Omaima, if you can, I might ask Tahar just to, no, sorry, not Tahar, just Redouan to, okay, now, because he was sharing the screen, sorry for that. So, Omaima, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Elena. Thank you so much for the introduction. Good morning, everyone. It's a real pleasure being here with you, and thank you once again, Elena, for the opportunity to spotlight our startups. I'm not going to take a lot from your time. Just going to give a little introduction of Technopark Morocco. So we are the first incubator/accelerator in Morocco. We've been around for a little over 2 decades and a half, and we currently run in 6 operational sites in 5 regions. The mission is definitely to support founders and startups operating in technology, but also in creative and cultural industry. And we're definitely aiming to have at least one representation, of Technopark per 12 regions in Morocco. And it's through honor collaborating as always with different tech parks through the AI spin work. And giving the floor to our startups so they can share a bit more on their innovation and solutions and also startups. Thank you, everyone, and enjoy this session.
Thank you very much, Omarma, for your welcome remarks and for the highlighting the importance of connecting innovation ecosystem across borders. Before we begin with the presentations, I would like to introduce the representatives and the entrepreneurs joining us today, who will share all their different perspectives and development and application of disruptive technologies. In our first case, we're going to know Ridwan Benati, who is the CEO of Trust Advisory and Technology, a cybersecurity startup that leverage artificial intelligence to proactively detect cyber threats and help organizations strengthen with their security posture through innovative protection solutions. So, Ridwan, it's a pleasure to have you here. The second one we're going to know is Amani, who is the CEO of Ulteos, a technology consulting company specialized in artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and blockchain technologies. Ulteos develops innovative solutions such as Atlasur to support organizations in their digital transformation journeys. So it's a really good pleasure to have you here, Amani. Then we got Rida Alami Kashri, who is the CEO of Mediasif, a company specialized in Web 3.0 technologies, blockchain solutions, and artificial intelligence applied to digital marketing, communications, and also business transformation. So it's a pleasure to have you here. And the fourth entrepreneur that we're going to meet today is Tahar Hamdani, who is the CEO of PCS Agri, an agri-tech startup focused on optimizing agriculture productions through artificial intelligence, IoT technologies, and data analytics, helping farmers improve efficiency and sustainability. So thank you all for joining us today and for sharing your expertise and your experience here. To present this project, we're going to welcome Ridwan Benatik, the CEO of B-Trust and Advisory and Technology. So Ridwan, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Irina. First of all, I'd like to thank Technopark Morocco and also APT for this opportunity. So today we are presenting our newly developed solution, Pentrivo. So we are a B-Trust advisor and technology company. We are based in Technopark Casablanca. So Pentrivo is an AI-driven penetration testing tool. So during this presentation, we'll have a look about what the added value for this technology and this solution on the cybersecurity market. So why it's matter for organization to conduct security assessment? Now, security assessment, especially penetration testing, is a strategic requirement as organizations digitize their services. The attack surface expand across most known what we call vectors, known attacks, vector attacks, are especially web applications, APIs, and cloud infrastructure that need continuous and repeatable testing. So when we talk about web application, it's public-facing portals and services that are constant targets by attackers and hackers. APIs are the machine-to-machine interfaces that expose business logic and sensitive data. And of course, when we talk about digitizing, we talk about the cloud infrastructure that is elastic infrastructure and the ever-changing environment that are hard to secure with the point-in-time audits. So when we conduct penetration testing, what we know today, it's conducted manually. So when we have experience and we need specific tools and specific techniques to conduct penetration testing. So it's the exercise for conducting penetration testing will help organization to find weaknesses before real attackers do. And this is the big challenge. But the traditional workflow relies on running many separated tools manually. So the process is very slow and effort heavy. So each phase of the process is driven manually, tool by tool. It's hard to reproduce because most of the time we target many what we call endpoints, like IP addresses or domains or hosts. So we run the same assessment on all the target that we have in the scope. And the whole chain from scratch needs to be repeated every time. And when we conduct penetration testing, we use fragmented tools, like a dozen of tools. We have here a simple list of what we are using for penetration testing. This is, of course, it's not exhaustive list. So we have tools for recognition, we have tools for vulnerability scanning, and we have tools for exploitation. And each tool with a specific command line with specific controls that need to be run every time. And also, when we conduct penetration testing, we have to follow a methodology that is reproduced in 6 phases. So the first phase, what we call the scoping and the pre-engagement. So during this phase, we agree with the organization on the scope, which target need to be assessed during the penetration testing, which target need to be excluded from the scope, what are the techniques that are allowed and not allowed, and what is the rate limit during the test to that's impacting the production specifically. The second phase is what we call reconnaissance. During this phase, we map domains, we map subdomains, IPs, and services and technologies that are in the scope of the assessment. Then we conduct the vulnerability scanning by using, of course, scanning tools to identify open ports and detect potential exploitable weaknesses. After that, we have the most delicate phase, what we call exploitation. So after identifying vulnerabilities, we attempt to access and simulate real attacks. Post-exploitations, after that, once we exploit the vulnerability, we try to reach data. We try to make what we call privilege escalation by passing from normal user access to admin user access, and making also literal moving by moving from active to active within the organization infrastructure. Once we finish the process of conducting penetration testing, we have the reporting phase. So we have to document findings to guide remediation and strengthen the posture of the organization. So this is not the end of the process. After that, once we provide the report to our customers or the organization, so the organization must perform remediation on what we found as vulnerabilities. And after that, we come back to do the verification assessment to check that all vulnerabilities are solved and fixed from the organization side. So the solution is our platform, Pentrivo, that is unified and solution that is AI-driven penetration testing. So it is one automated platform that brings 5 capabilities together, and of course by keeping the human experts at the loop of at every step. So our Pentrivo solution is not replacing human; it is helping penetration testers and experts to conduct their assessment. So our solution is AI orchestration, provide the AI orchestration of tools. So it's reasoning that guide what to do next during the penetration testing process. It provides control to the execution. So as what we said, we have dozens, maybe hundreds of tools that need to be executed every time, and which tools need to be executed at each phase of the process. So security tools run in safe and orchestrated pipeline. Our solution provides also a graph knowledge core. All the findings are stored and connected in knowledge graph. So we provide a screenshot, and we provide also a graph that connected all the target with vulnerabilities, and also within the network of the infrastructure of the organization. We have this connection between the targets. It provides also a web dashboard in single view to launch, monitor, and review all the results of the process, and also in-demand automated report that is generated in French or English language. So the human experts still here by approving the scope, techniques, and exploitation before actions are running on the platform. So how we use AI? Our platform is using AI at 2 layers that are delivered to standard LLM interfaces, API, MCP. So it's capable to evolve with the model, and also we are not dependent on a specific vendor. So we are using any LLM solution. So we are using AI for at orchestration layer by executing and orchestrating tools, penetration tools, by analyzing intermediate results and to check what needs to be done at the next step, and also for decision making. The second layer is for reporting, so for finding description in clear language, to provide risk analysis and prioritization for the found vulnerabilities, and also to provide the recommendation for remediation. So all the process is authorized, validated, and interpreted by a human expertise. So why it's matter to use Pentrivo solution? First, it will help to evolve efficiency during the penetration testing process by automating repetitive tools and tasks. That will free the expert and making expert to focus on real analysis. It will structure the funding of and the results of the penetration testing. It provides also a full audit trail of what is done during the whole process, and provide also repeatable and make the process easy to run and rerun on demand. So Pentrivo solution will provide one dashboard to run the whole assessment. So we have here some screenshots from our solution. This is the dashboard, and we have also the graph of the knowledge graph, an overview of the knowledge graph, and also an overview of generated report. Here we are using our templates for penetration testing with all the findings for each vulnerability, description, remediation, and scoring of risk. So the dashboard will help to launch the scan flow progress in real time, exploring findings and provide the knowledge graph, and also the capability to run on-demand reports. So the roadmap of our project. Today we have an MVP, and we are targeting to have within the next 6 months having penetration testing as a service platform. So the MVP today include the orchestration engine, the recon scanning tools, AI-assisted decision, and also the exploitation module, knowledge graph, and the dashboard and reporting. So within the next 3 months, we are targeting to enhance our solution by adding multi-target process, enhancing the exploitation module, strengthening the AI guardrails to secure the platform, enhancing the risk scoring report, and enhancing the access control to the platform and the audit trail. Within the next 3-6 months, we are looking to scale our solution by optimizing the process and deploying our platform in the cloud with the continuous integration and development process. Looking for collaboration features and also mapping the finding to international cybersecurity standards like ISO standard or PCI standards. So our vision, as what we said, we are looking to having a full autonomous platform that is provided as a service to help organizations to conduct their penetration testing. We are looking also to enhance our playbook and including the threat intelligence sources to our platform. This is our Pinterest solution. So regarding business advisory and technology, we are a Moroccan company that is operating on cybersecurity. It was founded by me. I'm the CEO and the founder of the company that was founded in late 2022. We are active on 5 domains on cybersecurity. So we provide what we call GRC, governance, risk, and compliance. So we assist our client and customer to implement cybersecurity programs, and we assist them to reach their certification following international standards like ISO standard, like payment card industry, and data privacy standard. We provide offensive cybersecurity services like penetration testing, vulnerability scanning, configuration, and architecture audit. We provide also security technology implementation. So we have a partnership with many vendors to implement firewalls, endpoint detection and response solution, antiviruses, and CTI solution. We provide training and awareness in cybersecurity in person and online, including phishing simulation. And we have also R&D activity. So we are building tools to solve real client challenges, including our current solution that we presented today, Pinterest. So thank you, Elena. Thank you, everyone, for your time. And if you have any questions.
Well, thank you so much, everyone, for sharing your insights and also showing us how artificial intelligence can contribute to more proactive and effective cybersecurity strategies. So thank you very much for your presentation. Let us now continue with our next speaker, Rida Adami Kastri, who is the CEO of Mediaset. Please, the floor is yours.
Hello, hi everyone, and thank you so much for the presentation, and as well, thank you for this opportunity. So I will start sharing the screen. I hope it's clear.
See, if it's full screen, it might be better.
Yeah, it's already full screen, I think so.
Oh, because we can see the following slides.
Okay, wait, just a second. I will try to resource the... Yep, I think now it's clear.
Okay, yes, because you are sharing your screen right now.
Just a second. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
now perfect.
so I will start with Mary Asif, how the idea is created and who I am. So Rida Alami, I'm 29 years old, a young entrepreneur that started his life in a different field. I'm an ex-aviator. So anyways, the needs and what happens to my mind in the 2018 was I was looking at huge needs in the world and how the world is changing when it comes to marketing at the same time as the new revelation of the Web3. So my company is 100% Revolution Agency. So we are more specialized in changing methods and changing all the technologies that any company or person is adapting now in this moment. So about this introduction, I will briefly talk about Mary Asif at the same time as the growth and the potential growth in the world of the about Web3, why Web3 marketing is different, and the vision opportunities. I will talk more about Morocco. And by the way, now I'm in Spain. So our story brief overview, it was founded in 2023 in Morocco, but the first company was Massive Tech, which is it was founded in Dubai in 2018. So it's a Web3 specialized marketing agency, blind traditional strategy with decentralized innovations. We also develop Web3 solutions, which is we are not just trying to make a marketing strategies, which is like, as everyone knows, we try to build, we do everything from scratch. We have the full team to take care from the building until marketing. Our mission is technically bringing the gap between businesses and decentralized future. So as everyone knows how movements and wars and what's happening now in the world, and you can feel and see that money or anything related to traditional financial will be vanished. So how we started and how we are doing until now, since we are not talking about a technology that was made like more than 30 or 20 years. We are talking about technology that it's always developing, and you need a lot of knowledge to do it, which is that's our main purpose, which is learn, practice, and then action. So always whatever which is like whatever is the field or whatever what a person or a company is doing, we try to learn about them. We try to understand more. We try to take the makeup size of the company, so we can practice each other and understand more, so we can have the best action and the best results. So the Web3 landscape technically is evaluating so much, and then blockchain technology, decentralization, which is authentication. And I really like Mr. Amani presentation, which he talked about multiple points that we share each other, I think. Global adaptation, which is the countries like UAE and already like UAE, US, a lot of companies, Lithuania, Estonia, they're already adopting this blockchain technology in their administration, like passports, police certifications, IDs, and anything related to that. And then I will talk about Morocco, which is we are now trying to educate the markets and showing the potential that we can be included in this cake. So potentially a global Web3 market size valuable at $3.3 billion in 2022, that we are facing a new future, which is 49.10 billion in the 2030, which is a huge amount that if any businessman or any entrepreneurs will hear about these numbers will be really interested. So, and by the way, this is one of our strategy, which a lot of companies, they don't like sometimes when they ask for example, a system or program that they want us to develop, and they want just the normal Web2 strategies, which is just creating the database and anything related to that. So we give them always their potential and how they can introduce themselves as an innovative company in the future. And of course, if they want to work with the huge and the big companies, they need to adapt one of the best technologies, which is blockchain, for a security reason, at the same time as the easiest one. So a Web3 landscape. Technically, Binance is, as I think all Moroccans know, that they tried to multiple times to join Moroccan markets, and it's kind of near already. The law and anything related to blockchain is kind of clear now in Morocco. Abdelatif Jouahri is the head of our Bank Al Maghreb, which is the official bank in Morocco, is discussing new rules, which already we see a bank like a Seham Bank, which they adopt now Bitcoin in their bank. So it's one of our projects that we already worked on, which is Dubai Police. I already worked with Dubai Police in 2019, which we adapt a new script that it was more about smart contracts between their citizens and the official departments, about lost passports, lost and found services, anything related to permits that a government needs to give someone, since they have a huge problem, and now it's kind of the best solution that they are adopting. We was one of the team who helped this department to apply it. So our services, technically, this services is about Morocco, and we have more services. I will talk about about it differently. So SEO, as everyone knows, we adapt the keywords. We try to understand the markets and anything related to searching and Google Analytics. The PPC is technically targeting crypto and blockchain audience, maximizing the ROI. So website creation, we create a Web3 website, which is more about the evaluation of ordinary websites. It's more about 3D designs, at the same time as we interact with smart contracts, with any. For example, if there is any clients wanna register or do whatever he wants, he will need just a wallet to access the website. So smart contracts, which is a smart contract, as easy as that, which will link between the business and the clients, or the clients with themselves as well as the client. And there is always a third party, which is a business or a government. As I will give an example of a new strategy that we are developing with one of companies in Brussels, that they are now adapting a smart contract in their website and their solution. So it's connecting between the clients and business and the government. So it's a 3 sites on a one smart contract, where it's more clear, it's more flexible. At the same time, is the best way to have informations in our word and in now's word, since it's authentic 100%. No one can say that it's not real or legitimate. So that's the best way to adapt blockchain in 2026. So NFTs. I know that a lot of people, they're not talking about NFTs now. It's a hype that broke, or let's say it's a hype that vanished in 2021, 2022. But I would say that NFTs, it was just a start, which is non-fungible tokens. The non-fungible tokens we are using now is to authenticate or make sure that it's an original copy or original piece from anything. And we are adapting this not just for arts, we are adapting this now for certificates, for example, diplomas. We already have multiple clients now that we are working with. One of them, it's a school that we mint all the diplomas and certificates, and then we give the diploma to the the diplomat or the academy level person he will get just a wallet with his diploma, which is more secure, at the same time easy for the person to use his diploma without any problem, since a lot of people had some problems with their diploma, which it was burned or lost. So it's really difficult to make another copy in the future, which is one of the solutions that we are doing. So it's a case study that we already worked. It's a Singaporean company that we developed them. It was a metaverse, which they need this metaverse where all their employees can be in. So it's more about the futuristic workspace. It's kind of the same as Technopark, as let's say Park of Andalusia. There is here, since I'm here now, B-Link. It's one of the kind of ideas, which I'm just trying to shortcut the idea. So it's the same thing. We try to make them a metaverse exactly with the offices, anything related to that, smart contracts between the manager, agents, supervisors. So we grew this business from scratch. We started this business with them in 2023 at the beginning of our Moroccan adventure, and then we are talking about now they have a huge numbers. This numbers is not still updated for security reasons, but at the same time I can say that's one of our success stories, which they are now one of the leaders of the Asian market. They are more about Singapore, China, Hong Kong, Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia. So anyone in these countries can work in their metaverse. It's a fun place. At the same time, people think it's a game, but it's technically not. It's just a virtual side of life. So another case studies, which we made some platforms that can help artists that can post their art and sell it online at the same time. As soon as it's like bought from someone, he can send the art piece directly to the buyer. And Welcome Tickets, it's a ticketing platform which any let's say person or a side organization can create their profile on us, and then directly they can add their, for example, let's talk, since it's sorry, I had a call at the same time. So since it's a World Cup, as everyone knows, we are talking about matches. Today's match is Morocco and France, for example. We can sell the tickets inside, which FIFA can just create an account and then offer all the tickets on our platform, and it's 100% developed in blockchain side by blockchain technology, and it's more secure. There is no copies. There is no black markets. It's a solution that can really help any organization to sell their tickets. So our vision, is in Morocco. I would talk especially about Morocco, which is we're just trying to establish MediaSef and the Web3 solutions and the marketing vision in African markets until 2028. We are kind of developed now in North Africa and now in Spain, France, and Belgium, and Denmark. It's kind of mixed now in 2026, but our vision in 2028, we will develop more in Africa, since we know that it's a huge potential and it need kind of these solutions. Marketing side, it's Moroccan boss and young. Anyways, everyone knows that Morocco has the huge, or let's say, a huge potential when it comes to young people and energy. So we are trying to have the best value when it comes to that. So that's it. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I hope it was a clear introduction. At the same time, I'm open for any question. Thank you so much for everyone.
Well, thank you so much, Rida, for sharing your experience, for showing us how Web3 on emerging technologies such as blockchain are opening new possibilities for businesses and for organizations. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now we're going to turn to the agricultural sector. Our final startup presentation comes from PCS Agri, an agri-tech company that combines artificial intelligence and data analytics to optimize agricultural productions and support more sustainable farming practices. To tell us more about this innovative initiative, we welcome Tahar Hamdani, who is CEO of PCS Agri. So Tahar, whenever you are ready.
Well, thank you. Thank you first for inviting me for this invitation. Well, before starting about speaking about our solution, I will take just 1 minute to introduce myself. So my name is Tahar. My background is agronomic engineer. I have been working with some multinational companies in Morocco and in North Africa since 2014. And every time that I was in a grower, let's say either let's say big grower or small grower, I see that there's lots of efforts done by the human being there, but technology is absent, is not there at all. While other sectors are evolving, agriculture is not evolving with technology. And of course, if you compare to other, let's say, sectors like aeronautic or automotive, of course, there, let's say, technology is booming. So I was wondering why we are not using technology. And one of the problem that I have found is that technology in agriculture was capex intensive. It means that we need a robot or a machine or infrastructure to use the technology. That's what I didn't like, and I want, let's say, to contribute to democratize the AI using just mobile applications. So this is, let's say, our main idea. So this is a brief presentation about me. So PCS Agri, it's a Moroccan startup. Right now we are 9, let's say, employee in the startup. We have, let's say, customers around the world, mainly in Europe, but also in Asia and Latin America. And we are based in Innovation City in Agadir. And what are, let's say, our solution? I will go directly to the points. We believe that we don't let's say need a hardware to do anything. We believe that with the development of AI, we can use only our phone in order to do many things, to have traceability, to count things, to make many things. And this is the portfolio of the solution that we have. It's all available on iOS and Android and also web page. If you visit our website, you can go to any let's say subdomain of this solution later on. But let's go step by step and explain to you what is, let's say, first this Trackseed. Trackseed is a mobile application in which we can create QR code and scan QR code in order to have traceability. So we are going to have all the information in one place, scanning just one QR code, and we are going to have the traceability. And also it will allow the nurseries and the seed companies to assess the germination using AI. As you can see in this top, let's say, pictures, we can count with very high accuracy the germination of many species. Right now, we are working on more than 33 crops. And in order, let's say, to make it more visible for you, I am going also to share this picture just to let you know what we are speaking about. So this is, let's say, a tray of seedling. We have sown here. This is a melon. It has been 5 days. So every time, let's say, a nursery is sowing something, they need to count how many plants they have after the germination, because sometimes we can have lack of germination, and of course we cannot fulfill the demand of the growers. So what we are doing is first count the germination. Whenever, let's say, a plant has this kind of box that we call a bounding box, it means that we have counted. And also, depending on the color of the box, it means that it is different quality. So here, this one in orange, it's different quality, it's low quality because it's small. So everything has germinated, and this plant has taken too much time before germination. This is for melon. The same thing, we can see it, for example, this is tomato seedling. Okay, of course, you know the fruits, tomato. Here I'm speaking about, let's say, tiny plants, but this is the tomato. And here we can see that we have also a third quality in blue here, where, let's say, the plant have germinated, but still their cotyledon, their leaves are not open. So if they are not open, it means that it will be a little bit delayed in terms of leaf surface later on, so it will have less developments. So this technology is already used, of course, in Morocco, but also in Spain, in France, in Netherlands, in Turkey, recently in Mexico, and we have, let's say, some test pilots around the world, from Japan, from Emirates to the USA to Canada, and it is a patented solution. So it is already patented in Morocco and worldwide using PCAT from the UN. And this is what I can say about the solution. The main thing is here, these other companies, for example, are providing the same added value, but they need to have a hardware or a trolley or a machine in which they can put by hand the tray and put it inside the kind of box where there is cameras. We believe that we don't need this anymore. All of us have already the camera in our smartphone. So this is one use case. The second use case, this is track yield. Track yield is also a mobile and web application in which we are going to help growers estimate how much they are going to harvest. Because if they know how much they are going to harvest, they can sell it at a better price. Because what happens? Let's assume that, let's say, a grower is estimating to harvest, I don't know, 10 tons of tomato, and suddenly he has 15. So the additional 5 tons of tomato, he will, let's say, sell it at a very low price, because he did not let, let's say, his stakeholders, mainly in Europe, about, let's say, this new quantity. So he needs, let's say, to reduce the price sometimes by 50% just to be able to sell it. It's better to sell it at 50% price than just to have a total loss. And also in the other, let's say, way, if they have only 5 tons instead of 10 tons. Also here they are going to have also a problem, because they have contracts, and when they, let's say, they provide a number, they need, let's say, to fulfill this number, because Carrefour or Lidl or whatever, let's say, supermarket, of course, they need the product for the customer. So here, what we are doing, I prefer to show you than to speak. You can see everything here in this video. So here, the idea is what? The idea is just from a mobile application, take a video like the one that we are seeing right now. And okay, we can do it for one line of tomato or 10. So it's just a sample of the greenhouse. And with AI, we can detect every tomato fruit in this video, and later on track them, not to count them twice or 3 times. And later on, when we count it, it is, let's say, the color of the bounding box is turning to red, to let you know that, okay, this is the fruit that we have counted. And after the counting, we can also classify depending on the maturity. So color 1 is the green fruit, so it's not mature yet. And color 6, it's very mature, it's very red fruit, so it's normally it's after the harvest. We shouldn't have, let's say, any fruit in the color 6. So like this, we can help the growers estimate the yield using just their smartphone. They don't need all the time robot or these things. Also, this is, let's say, a patent solution in Morocco and also worldwide via the UN pathway PCT. We are going to share, let's say, other, let's say, use cases for our technology. We are using, obviously, computer vision technology from AI. And what we can do, let's say, in very broad, let's say, speech, we can detect whatever object we count manually. Whatever thing that we count manually, we can first detect it, count it, and later on we can classify depending on quality. For example, we have seen it for the seedling, big seedling, small seedling that is not, let's say, so much good in terms of quality. And also sometimes, and we are going to see, we can also measure the distance. We are going to see it. So here what we see is pest ID. Pest ID, more or less the same logic, mobile application, web application, and we are going to take a picture of, let's say, this sticky traps, and we are going to count automatically all the insects that are here. The insects are very tiny, but still with computer vision, let's say right now we can, let's say, have very high accuracy, and all our solution, we are speaking about more than 98-99% in accuracy. And of course, we have this for many insects. So every algorithm is going to detect only one species of insects. For example, this is another species, and we can see that here we are going to we are going to see that it is another insect. So every algorithm is specific to one insect. Okay, seed count. Seed count is a mobile application that we have first designed for, let's say, a company that we are working on in Barcelona. They have this need. So they have the right track seed for the germination. and they say to us, okay, we have another need. We are counting the seeds of tomato, of pepper, of melon manually, and we need, let's say, a clever way to do it, and not having, let's say, a machine just to count the seeds. We can, of course, we can do it with our phone. And here I show you also, let's say, pictures for better. So what you see here in this picture, this is more than 5,000 seeds of coriander, in Spanish cilantro. And here, what we can do is we can detect with very high precision every seed in this picture, and also we can classify depending on the quality. If you can see this one with the box in red, this is not a normal seed. This is a broken seed, so it's broken by half. So this seeds, we need to know how many broken seeds we have in our let's say batch of production. And also sometimes we, for example, for the customer in Barcelona, they have requested us to, in addition to the count and the classification, they want also to have an idea about the dimensions of the seeds. That's why here we are counting the width, the length, the perimeter, and the surface of every seeds. And we are providing with them, let's say, the average, the standard error, to have an idea about the performance of this seed before sowing it, because of course the dimensions of the seeds have a huge effect on the germination and on additional things. So this is, let's say, the squash, and we can see, of course, also here you cannot see so much about in this picture right now, but I can ensure you that this is tomato seeds put in A4 paper sheets. And once we are going to make the zoom, we can see exactly what we have counted. Here, for every seed that we are counting, we are, let's say, drawing something. Here we are drawing this line in yellow, and of course we are also transparent with our customers. Whenever we are not detecting something, also they can see it. They will see a seedling or a seed without this bounding box, so without any drawing on it. So it helps to increase the confidence in the technology. So this is also another use case. And last use case that I want to share with you is fruit check. Fruit check is also a web and mobile application in which we can assess the quality of the harvest before being in the packing house. So whenever, let's say, in a farm we are harvesting something, we need to check what is the quality of the harvested fruits. Quality in terms of color, because we can harvest very red tomato or very green, and of course the harvest team have, let's say, a target. So of course we need, let's say, to assess this, and also we need to assess the caliber, the size of every fruit. That's what help us, let's say, fruit check with. I show you also a picture. So for example, imagine this is a box of tomato. And only by taking a picture, we are going to detect all the existing tomato in this box of tomato. And you can see that we are measuring the dimension, the size of every fruit. And we are also sharing or writing what is the dimension or the size of every fruit for them to check. They can take, for example, this fruit and let's say measure it manually to check what is the accuracy. And here we have an error of 0.3 millimeter. So it's very, very accurate, let's say, in terms of dimension. And also we can share with them how much the maturity of every fruit. If you see, for example, this fruit, it has, let's say, the box or the perimeter is in yellow. This one, it has it in orange. This one, it has it in red, and here in brown. This is meaning that every fruit with different color, it is different maturity stage. So here, the one in yellow is more or less, let's say, the lowest in maturity, and this one is in dark red or in brown. This is, let's say, the very, let's say, high maturity that we have in this picture. So imagine having all of this in your smartphone without, let's say, being able, let's say, to have, let's say, a big machinery or a big capex. And this is what we do. We believe that we need to use more the AI in agriculture in order, let's say, to increase the yields, to have, let's say, also a better condition of the work, because we have also another problem that you have seen in Spain and we started seeing in Morocco in the last 2-3 years, is the availability of workers, of manpower. We are lacking a lot of manpower, as you have done maybe in 10 years ago. And in order, let's say, to attract the new generation, we need also to use, let's say, new technologies to let them know that is agriculture. We need to make it more attractive. This is the idea. So here we have, let's say, shared with you, let's say, some of, let's say, the use cases that we are developing at PCS Agri, and in which we are using computer vision technology in order to make growers, let's say, sector attractive productive again, and also helping growers having more yield using less resources. And of course, looking forward to your question later on. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Taha, for demonstrating how AI and IoT can contribute to improving productivity, sustainability, and decision making in the agriculture sector. So, thanks so much. And well, before concluding today's webinar, even though we are a little bit out of time, I would like to open a space for questions and discussions. To warm up the audience, I would like to put a question to the four speakers we have been with us today, who have been with us today. And I would like to ask you, what kind of barriers do you face when scaling your solutions into international markets? Is it all about regulations, sector-specific adaptations, technology integration, business culture, funding, customer access? Kind of barriers can you find?
Maybe I can start.
For sure, yeah.
In my case, of course, we are, let's say, a startup who's selling its solution to the world because we have mainly mobile and web applications, so we need to import or export nothing. From one side, it's easy because we don't have, let's say, to deal with the customs and anything, but still, we find that the business development, let's say, area, it's taking a lot of time and a lot of resources. So either if you have, let's say, very good solution in agriculture, they are used to this human contact. So you cannot sell something in Australia from Morocco while having, I don't know, the best, let's say, solution in the world. They need to see someone and to shake the hand of someone and to speak with them and maybe drink with them something before, let's say, before working with you. And of course, this is the issue that we had right now. We are trying to solve in this using some local consultants in many countries, but of course, let's say hiring consultant, of course, it's investment to be done. But of course, without investment, we cannot work on. And of course, everyone we speak about the funding. Whenever we have the funding, of course, we can go commercially, let's say, with more ease and also better, let's say, develop our solution.
I see. Okay. I don't know, maybe Amani, maybe Ridwan, you can answer the question. What kind of barriers do you face?
From our side, as we are working in cybersecurity field, most of the time it's related to regulations, and it's very hard for us sometimes to meet some local regulation in specific regions. Like for example, in Europe, there's a lot of regulation related to data privacy and some standard that we meet to get access to the market.
I see. Then, thanks so much, everyone. Maybe Rida can ask.
So technically, I share the same thing as Redwan is the regulation when it comes to blockchain and cryptocurrencies. It's kind of difficult to say in Morocco, but I broke this bridge since I'm more in Europe now. But I can make the bridge between Europe and Morocco. So it's kind of a problem at the same time. It's not a huge problem, but let's say we are more about education. We are educating the market, trying to show our work, trying to make people understand how Web3 and what is Web3, since a lot of people just heard Web3 will be like, what is that? So technically it's about education. It's kind of hard because to work at the same time educating markets, and our normal meeting level, it's minimum 1 hour, 2 hours with each client, which is so it's not really wow, it's not really good, but anyways, we are used to that and trying our best.
Thank you so much, Rita. So right now I'm checking the comments in the chat. I see Juan Antonio Bertolin is typed something that I'm unable to pronounce, but just to let you know that he sent this message for all of you, for you speakers. And we also have a question for Tahar from Luis Ortiz. He asked you experience with sugarcane, range of initial investments per hectare, and is this a subscription business model afterwards?
Yeah, I will start by the last question. Yes, it is, let's say, subscription, annual subscription, let's say, model. It is a SaaS, and we have, let's say, designed our business model like this to enable the growers not to invest in anything. So they are going to pay just what they are using. So no investment for growers. And every year they are going to pay something, and this is the main idea. The initial investment per hectare, we are not let's say in invoicing or by hectare, but we are invoicing by the use of the application. For example, if we are speaking about, for example, track seed for the germination count, we are invoicing depending on the number of pictures that are processed each year. So for certain thousands of pictures, we have, let's say, kind of pricing, and our pricing are going from 5,000 to 12,000 euro a year. So this is, let's say, an idea about, let's say, also about pricing. And regarding the sugar cane, not yet, but it's not important. For me to say the crop or the use case, this is not important. The most important thing is, can we see what you want to count? If we can see it in, let's say, our own eyes in a picture or in video, we can, let's say, automate, let's say, the counting of it automatically. And we have worked on maize, for example. We might work on banana. So the crop is not important. The most important thing is to find the use case that gives you more problems. And of course, by digitizing it, you are going to see, let's say, better added value. This is the most important thing.
I see. But thank you so much, Tahar. I don't know if you can check the message from Roberto Luis, who said he's available to share some energies with synergies, sorry, with Ultiasam Mediasip. I don't know if you could able to check it. Just let me know. You can just send your contacts in the chat so both of you can exchange your contact details, right? And we are running out of time. I don't know if the audience have any more questions now. Which I think you'll attach. Well, in that case, thank you so much, all the speakers, for sharing all your knowledge, experiences, and inspiring projects. With this, we come to the end of our webinar, and I would like to sincerely thank all of you speakers for your participation and for your time, and for showcasing the innovative work being developed within the Moroccan startup ecosystem. We also want to thank all the attendees for their interest and their active participation through the session. And we hope this webinar has provided valuable insights into how disruptive technologies are creating impact across industries and strengthening international collaborations in innovations. So thank you all once again, and we're looking forward to welcoming you to the future PTE disruptive events and activities. So you will find this activity uploaded in our YouTube channel, after channel called, and I'll send you all the emails and all the details that you might wanted for the speakers as well. So thanks so much, and see you in the following activity of the next activity of PTE Disruptive. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Elena.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.